Great Western Railway's established credentials, have been able to work with anybody. I mean, we work with people like local authorities, different partners in local government. We've also worked with people who own land close to railway stations who want to work in partnership with us to develop that land, and we're working on projects as varied as some small-scale changes to facilities at stations right through to complete redevelopments of the whole station footprint. So it's important that we work very closely with Network Rail to make sure that we've got schemes and programmes that they support, that they buy into. We come along and work together to add in perhaps some enhancement funding and get a much better outcome for our stakeholders, for our customers. People know that if we can get the right resources in place and get the funding in place, we can deliver.
So the MetroWest programme is a very important investment for us. It's best part of 200 million, and it really is the backbone to our public transport network. It will provide 5 new stations, reopening of disused lines, and importantly also a programme of station accessibility. And it very much has been a partnership approach. It's going to be transformational for us. It's about connecting communities, and it's about making rail travel accessible to more. Working with GWR and the expertise that the team has is really important for us to make that a reality.
So I'm very fortunate to be one of Network Rail's industry programme directors, looking after the South West and working really closely with GWR's regional development team. We can develop strategies and plans for our local areas in real close partnership with our stakeholders. By presenting a very aligned railway, one railway front, we can do things that we weren't able to do before, and we can shape our industry plans around those aspirations and help to deliver quicker and cheaper for our passengers. We're here today at Oakhampton Station where we're on the verge of the reopening of the Dartmoor line, and as you can see we've got one of our driver test trains here in the platform as we near the conclusion for getting services back up and running. It has been an absolutely brilliant journey we've been on. To take a funding decision in March of 2021 to invest nearly £40 million to upgrade a railway and to open the railway in November is a real testament to that partnership working, and I think the connectivity that it will bring to Exeter for both education and for commuter travel, it will unlock what is a rail desert to thousands of new rail customers being brought back to the railway for the first time in a very long time.
GWR have played an important role in helping us deliver the One Public Transport System for Cornwall project. And that project is about bringing together bus and rail services into a single integrated public transport system focused on the needs of the customer. And we're starting to see that integration come together and increase passenger use as we move progressively towards one system, which you traditionally would see in a large urban area, but we're now bringing to a rural area like Cornwall.
The Town Council had always been interested in looking at the Royal British Legion's site, the former site of the club. We were hoping to partner with GWR and of course the oversight from the Department for Transport. And we were lucky because at that stage GWR was able to be considered as a potential partner with us. The aim for us both is to have a station where we can actually improve the arrivals for people coming to the North Cotswolds and actually see a better parking situation.
I think what's particularly encouraging about these new developments is that we are seen as partners in the railway system, and I think that's important, not just for the stakeholders but for the railway itself. I think it's really important that people have some ownership of those assets in the community as well, so that they can be part of that process and part of the growth that we're trying to see within the use of public transport. So it's really important to think about these things in the long term, and the more we tie our longer term plans together, I think the more effective we'll be.
GWR have been great. They've worked with us from the outset in terms of development of the offer that we can give to our customers. And also they've been very accommodating in terms of what we can do on the train. We couldn't have realised many of our plans without the collaboration both of GWR and the railway. GWR have been particularly helpful in helping us manage those relationships. So working with Network Rail, it's multiple stakeholders, multiple landowners, if you like, multiple interested parties. Working with the team, with Dan and the team at GWR, they've been really amazing at helping us navigate those waters and work out what we can do. And I don't think we could have achieved what we've achieved if GWR had not collaborated with us.
GWR really tries to take the time to listen to stakeholders and understand their views and how we can improve our services. That level of engagement with our partners and stakeholders is absolutely key. And as the country recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, we know that the railway is going to be a key part of that recovery. The railway can play a key role in the decarbonisation agenda, as well as improving connectivity and giving people access to jobs, to healthcare, education. We now have the Communities and Education programme and the Community Cohesion programme, both of which have the potential to play a really big role at a local level. This is what the railway is all about. With support from the Department for Transport, we will continue to invest in local community schemes that make a real difference. This is our chance to give something back, to invest in the future, and these really are projects that we can be proud of.